So XQC is one of the biggest streamers in the world. He's absolutely massive, and recently he's been getting into some controversy. He's been getting cooked on Twitter, and we're gonna go over it. So this guy tweets, "When I think about what scumbag, degenerate content parasites look like, I don't think I could possibly create parody more on the nose than this." And it's a video from XQC's clip channel called XQC Reacts to Israeli Airstrike Hits Gaza Tower After Hamas Attack. Now, when I saw this tweet, the first thing that I was thinking was, is this actually XQC's channel? Well, it's not his main channel, it's his clips channel. And XQC is not the one posting the clips to that channel, it's obviously some editor or some other person. And I do think that matters here, right? Because think about it like this, XQC is streaming, his viewers send him clips to react to, so he just clicks on links all the time without knowing what's in them. And he saw that there was an explosion in this, tragic conflict that's happening, from a live news station, they're covering it. So he continued to watch it, which he's allowed to do on Kick because of their TOS. Now, from a moral perspective, I think having your webcam in the top left corner as, literally a building blows up is pretty heartless, in my opinion. I think it's pretty disconnected from reality. But I do grant XQC a level of charitability with the fact that, again, like I said, he's clicking on random links from his chat. He doesn't know what he's gonna get, and if something crazy on his screen happens, he's probably gonna keep watching it if he's interested. But if he just watches a clip and expresses his condolences and moves on, I don't think that's the worst thing ever. But that's not what happened, okay? So he watches this tragic clip, and then his brain-dead editor or something like that decides to take that clip and post it to the XQC Clips channel, giving it a title, giving it the thumbnail with XQC's shocked reaction face, and posting it to that channel with 300,000 subscribers. And even though that's not a hands-on channel for XQC, at the end of the day, whatever is posted to that channel does represent you. It's your channel, you're paying that guy to run it. If he posts something bad, I'm sorry, but you hired that guy. It looks bad on you. Now, this tweet did numbers. It got 153,000 likes and 5.2 million views, which led to XQC responding with this. He goes, huh? And then an image of him holding up a bunch of money, which is so much worse than just doubling down, because if you're doubling down, you can make an argument like, well, hey, a lot of people watch and keep up to date with this conflict happening in the Middle East, right? Hassan has made videos where he's reacted to similar things. I mean, look at this thumbnail. How is this any different from the clip that was taken from my stream? Make it make sense. There's a clear double standard here, and I want an explanation. But instead of making an actual cohesive argument as to why what he's doing is not, scumbag, degenerate content, he just flexes on them, which is so just straight up stupid. You're only gonna lose people who may have supported you at the beginning. Because honestly, I do believe there is a double standard. I genuinely feel like XQC is getting heavily called out for something that Hassan probably wouldn't be getting called out for. And the only reason is because XQC is not seen as a political news reaction live TV information guy. He's seen as the gamer nerd. And Hassan, he's a very intelligent news reaction. It's just because of the labels, he can get away with certain things. The best course of action if I'm XQC is to say, hey, alright, I'm gonna take this down. I understand maybe it's not cool, comes across the wrong way, I'll delete this. Or, if you want to make an argument as to why this should be up, make the argument. But flexing is so trashy, it's so overplayed, it's so inappropriate. Why would you do that? Now, Quite responds by saying, your soul remains empty, getting a nice amount of likes, 77k, not bad. And XQC hits back with your bank account relates. Alright, look, I don't support XQC here, but that is one of the nicest watches I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if that's an iced out Audemars Piguet or a Rolex or what we're doing there, but it's a nice watch. That being said, very garbage comeback, completely retarded, utterly stupid. Go and consult whoever iced out that Rolex and ask them if they can help you construct a better roast back for a Twitter spat. Anyway, Quite responds with keep gambling, and XQC says anything else with his poker chips. Looks like he's winning, not bad, okay, fair enough. But Quite hits him with the final blow, the Kaioken. Glad to see the divorce lawyers are well paid. I'm glad to see the divorce lawyers are well paid, meaning XQC has a lot of money so he can pay them. You're just telling him what he already knows, that he has a lot of money. I don't know, not a good comeback. I could have probably done something better. I think after XQC says anything else and holds up the poker chips, I just say okay, I recorded something here, but I realized it was a little too based for YouTube, but just know it was good, okay? Now, in terms of the actual debate as to whether or not this content is ethical or exploitative, I would say, in general, I don't think you should react to, tragic events. Even if you're being sensitive and you're talking about a certain subject with a level of care and empathy, at the end of the day, you're still a fucking YouTuber. You still have your face cam in the top left corner and you're making like a surprised emoji face whenever like a bomb gets dropped. And I think that makes you look like a jackass. I think it makes you look totally out of touch. And people are gonna think that you're not taking it seriously because YouTube is a fundamentally unserious format. Reacting to videos is fundamentally unserious. And sure, people can talk about serious issues and serious topics on YouTube, and obviously that's a very common thing, but I feel like when, you know, you're a reaction streamer like XQC and like Hassan, I don't know, reacting to literal tragedies, I don't think is a good look. I don't think it's something that we should normalize. And on top of all of that, it's absolutely horrible content itself. I mean, like, literally, it's a tragic event, and then you're making like a face in the top left corner. Like, it's really not great stuff. Now, another argument that I've been seeing floating around that I do disagree with is that, you know, this sort of content profits off of tragedy. I just disagree with that. I mean, look, like the news profits off tragedy. Everything profits off tragedy. So it's like, why specifically highlight Twitch streamers talking about tragic events or reacting to tragic events? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think they should be doing it. I think it's totally insensitive to like literal, you know, massive deaths on a large scale, but I don't think it's like because they're doing it because they want money or anything, you know? XQC will make more money doing a live stream where he like bites his toenails than this sort of stuff, you know? So I don't know, I think it's a bad argument. After all this went down, the next day XQC made a video called I Made Twitter Mad, and it's 37 minutes where he goes through the entire recap of what happened and the beef that he got involved in on Twitter. Now, the like to dislike ratio on this video is not good by any means. This is like a lot of dislikes, and you know, it's got more likes than dislikes, but it's not great. But the entire comment section seems to be totally supporting XQC. I'll read some of these. Making Twitter mad is literally the easiest thing on earth. Just exist. Don't do anything, don't say anything, and Twitter no lives will find something to complain about. Quote, I will not try my hardest to make someone not upset when their only goal is to be upset. Realest phrase ever uttered. I love how Twitter users care so much about the opinion of some guy who doesn't understand anything about politics. Props to the clips editors working 24/7 and even gets clips that aren't even on XQC's VOD. He goes far to get the clips every single time someone says XQC. Death threats and Twitter, nothing blends together better. Well, I guess XQC in the video explains how he received death threats or something. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if he needs to be worried about death threats. I mean, I think he'll be fine. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this situation down in the comments below. I think XQC is being a literal man-child right here, and he needs to grow up a little bit. And the flexing, brother, we gotta cut that out, alright? Let's stop it. But if you're new here, please subscribe. We're almost at 400k subscribers, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.